Hey guys, it's Lee from Andertons TV here. Thanks for tuning in. And today I've got the wonderful Leo from Frog Leap Studios.
Thank you.
All the way from Norway, who, I think it is fair to say, he is my YouTube poster boy, basically, for just...
Poster.
It's... You know, and that's kind of what we're going to talk about. Because you have, in the last 2 or 3 years, completely smashed the YouTube world. From a, coming from a guitar player sort of, background, or a musician background.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of, I thought, whilst you're here, you've come over to the UK for a few days to hang with chappers and, very graciously popped up to Guildford to say hi. But, so tell us, first of all, for people that maybe don't know you, we've maybe got 3 subscribers that you haven't got.
Yeah.
So tell those 3, who are you, and, what do you do?
I'm from Norway, and I'm a musician. Always been playing in bands, and never made any money. Just played for beer, and yeah, that's the usual thing. And I started a studio at home maybe 5-6 years ago. I started having bands over there and doing like video work for people and playing like acoustic stuff. And I always used YouTube like for promoting my band stuff and just putting out crazy videos. And then I started to do like acoustic covers to promote myself in the area, just to get gigs. But I have a metal background, so I did like a metal cover of a Lady Gaga song and put it online, and it got like 1 million views within a year, I think. And then I really sat down and thought, this is something I really enjoy to do, and I found out that the whole AdSense money, and you can actually make a living out of it.
Were you working a regular job at the time? Or was the studio always your full time?
Yeah, when I started the studio, I went like all in. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, I'm gonna quit my job. Just got a baby. It was really a strange time to do it. But I could just feel coming home from work, you couldn't put in the hours to get it.
Yeah.
You have to be like 100%. For me, it's been like starting the studio, and also when I went full on YouTube, it wasn't room for failure in your mind. It had to be like, I'm definitely 150% gonna do this. And yeah, your whole persona when you do that kind of stuff will change when you communicate with people, and it's kind of confidence there to just drive yourself. And if you read like any books of founders of companies, they all have the same approach to go in 100%. You can't like have like maybe I'm gonna try this. You'll never get like to the next level doing that stuff. So yeah, but I've been lucky. It was more like a fluke, the whole YouTube thing, until I did that. Yeah, I did that video, and then I sat down. Okay, I'm gonna do like a full-on recorded song and music video every Friday, and I've done that for 3 years now. So I have like almost 200 songs, 15 albums out, over 2 million subscribers, and insane amounts of views. So, and it was never my intention really to, I was content having the studio and making a living out of music. It was a dream that wasn't even possible a few years ago. So I was content. Now it's just far beyond anything.
So, I mean, I definitely think I was talking to you before we started. That there are, I think there's hundreds and hundreds of people, thousands of people dream of making a living out of YouTube content, and I certainly think the first good bit of advice that came out there is it is quite difficult to do that unless you're prepared to go all in.
Yeah.
And just and not everybody will be able to do that.
Yeah, you had to find that niche thing also.
Yes.
Which for me, I was lucky. Like, I didn't like sit and think about it. How can I make it on YouTube? That wasn't my It was more like I like to do this. I'm kind of good at it. I know a little bit about everything. That's good. Also knowing I'm not like a shredder guy, but I know how to play a little bit about everything, and I know video, and I can make a full package.
Is that because do you get asked a lot? You know, oh, what would you recommend? You know, how can I make it? What is your sort of, you know, number one advice of just you've got to try and find something that makes you different to everybody else?
Yeah, but it's a key thing, but it's also the hardest thing. How because many people you can see now are inspired by Jared Dines, or especially him, like trying to make funny like videos, and the other thing also, which I think everyone can see, if is it real. Like if I watch your channel and I watch Rob or whoever, I can see it's real. It's not someone trying to pretend or sell themselves in a way. I think people can see that really fast, and if you have that thing, then I think people would connect in a different way.
Yeah, that's got to be. I don't really. You know, that's really interesting, because it's. Not being contrived. So it has to be genuine.
Yeah.
You have to not copy someone else. You know, you have to physically have a thing that you do. And then I think beyond that, it is luck, isn't it? Because your unique thing that you're doing, that you passionately believe in, if no one else in the world is interested in that, then it is not going to. But all you need is, in a world of 8 billion people, you just need a tiny percentage of those people to go, oh yeah, I dig that.
Yeah.
And then you can have 50,000 subscribers or you know, or whaver. And the more popular it is, obviously, you know, you get to yours, or you become Zuella or whoever, you know, and you have 50 million subscribers or whatever. You know.
Definitely. Yeah, for me also, I'm doing like covers. So it's kind of like it's a silly thing, and my videos are silly, but it's entertainment. But I put a lot of work in it, like in the details of recording and everything. I take it very seriously, but I like the whole creative, fun thing also. So finding a balance there is. But like for most people, like people living around me, I know also musicians that they can kick my ass in guitar playing or whatever, but they don't do it. Like if that's what they want to do, go on YouTube and they can talk about it, but you need to.
You also, I mean, that if you've never watched a video, I mean, they are first of all musically, they are really well produced and put together covers. You know, I don't think, you know, and I love the choice of song that you choose as well, because there's always, I always sort of think, oh, I wasn't expecting that choice, but you know what? It really works in this kind of, you know, metal kind of genre. And so I quite often just listen to your channel without having, you know, while I'm doing something else. So I am just listening to a song. But you also have I mean, what was the one you did in the airport?
It's not an airport, it's a mall.
Is it a mall? Sorry, it looks like an airport.
Yeah, Feel Good by Gorillaz.
Yeah.
Windmill for the land, turn forever hand in hand. Take it all in on your stride, it is sticking falling down. Love forever, love is free, let's turn forever, you and me. Windmill for the land, it's everybody, laughing gas, these splash, lining them up like ass crack. Ladies, ponies, at the track, it's my chocolate attack. I'm stepping in the heart of this shit, can't be whipping in the heart of this shit. Watch me as I gravitate,
Yeah, at what state? Because you must have, presumably the Lady Gaga one was done on you know, a fairly small sort of budget and small production, but some of the ones that you've got on your channel now, you can definitely see you've sort of leveled up production. How do you approach that?
I still don't. It's very random. I don't plan the production. Like the video in the mall, it has a Steadicam, but it's literally me just calling a guy the day before and yeah, let's do something there. And one shot, we're thinking one shot.
You must have had permission from the mall though to dress up as a
but I
massive
know like
scary rabbit and walk around.
Yeah, but I just talked to, there's a music store there and they know and I just got permission like, but Norway's really like, I could do it without also.
I'm pretty sure that if
in America they would have shot you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down.
Or I'm pretty sure even in Guildford we'd have got arrested by security if you didn't have permission. So at what point? So you've obviously started doing this and the views have kicked off. At what point did you think, actually maybe I might start releasing these tunes for sale? And what obstacles were you getting permission to release those things yourself, or have you used a management company to help get permission? Or
yeah, that was one of the key things when I started doing it like every week, was that I found out there is a site called sounddrop.com where the only thing I do every week is upload the song to them and put in who wrote the song and original artist, and they contact the record companies, get the licensing for it, and distribute it to iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, and all this stuff within a few days. So I don't think I would be able to do it like I do it if they hadn't. So it's just really easy, the whole licensing process, and of course the original songwriters should get a cut of.
Yeah, of course.
Of it.
Is it something that you know before you make? Are you able to know roughly what percentage cut will go, so that you can go, oh well, I know I can't. I know it's not really worth covering songs by this artist because they take like 90%, but this artist, or is it all fairly constant?
I don't know. I think it's fairly constant, and it's a really low percentage also.
Right. Okay.
I think so. Yeah. I haven't really set myself into it.
No, I wasn't. I didn't know how it kind of worked like that. But so. And what was the first, when you first put some tunes up on iTunes, how quickly did it start to take off, and all of a sudden you think, hang on a second, I've just sold like 1,000 downloads, or what?
Yeah.
Was it fairly instantaneous?
Yeah, it started selling really, really good because I already had some songs out when I first started to sell them, and then I started collecting them into albums, and then it was really good because then people would buy the whole albums instead of just separate songs. And of course, when you're a one-man band and you're releasing a full-on album every 2.5 months, like 15 albums in 3 years, that's good. Of course, normal bands won't do that, and you have to split it in 5-10 people, maybe, like management and everything. So yeah, being your own boss like that, it's of course it's really good.
How much of there is there little voice in your head going, do an original album?
Yeah, it's Chapper's voice. He's on me about. Yeah, I don't. But I don't have like the dreams I had when I was in my 20s. Like, I don't want to tour. I have a family. So I don't really, I have no goal of being like a rock star or even like a YouTube celebrity. It's not my goal. My goal is I just love doing this stuff. And of course it's really nice when getting the feedback, and if people stop in the street, it's like, where it's just nice. You're not like Justin Bieber where it gets hectic. Like, so it's just a perfect level of.
That's next year. You'll be at the sort of Justin Bieber level. You won't be able to.
Not for doing metal covers on YouTube.
Have you done a Justin Bieber metal cover?
Oh yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, at least I think I've done 2. Yeah.
Is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I'm missing more than just your body. Is it too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know that I let you down. It's too late to say sorry now. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I love it. And the kind of crazy thing is now, without really, doors are opening for you now, aren't they? There's guitars and live work and all kinds of, so how do you, do you have a lot of stuff do you get a lot of approach and you end up sort of able to sort of turn stuff away and pick and choose the stuff you want to do? Or is it still kind of like any opportunity that comes in, you're like, oh yeah, I'll try and do that?
No. Yeah, I'm in a lucky position when it comes to like gear stuff, because many of my YouTube friends are they're relying on the gear stuff and getting paid to do gear review maybe and this kind of stuff. I don't have to do that, so I'm more like, if something looks cool, like a cool guitar or a cool amp, I'll just have them ship it over, and if I think it's cool, I'll put it on my channel. I won't like review something and it's bad and I'm going like, yeah, it's kind of good. Like, I can be really honest about it. So,
but what's the, we talked about a couple of the opportunities that you maybe in 2018 will come to fruition. Do we know anything a little bit maybe on the guitar front? What might be happening?
Yeah, the reason why I'm in England at the moment is because I'm doing a custom Chapman guitar.
And the crazy thing is, I know next to nothing about this, but it's cool. It's absolutely cool. But so what? In all fairness, this is Rob's domain, and it's all cool. So what are you gonna go for?
I think it's gonna be a baritone ghost fret guitar.
Well, that's awesome. Because I think the baritone standard is the best-selling guitar in the Chapman catalogue.
I didn't know, but that's pretty cool.
The Ghost Fret is probably our most original design, so that's awesome.
And it feels good also. I have an Explorer guitar, but it's really heavy and it kind of tilts forwards. But the Ghost Fret just.
What do you think you might? How are you going to sort of tweak it to give it a kind of a?
We're gonna work on the pickups to see what gives like the most in-your-face metal sounds. But yeah, like I like it. Like, you have to have good clean tones also. Yeah. But I'm not like a very spec type of guy, and that's kind of the reason why I'm here also, because I don't know so much about wood, or I want to come here and try different guitars and just really say
what is it about the baritone that appeals then?
It's just what I usually record in that tuning.
Right.
I'm all over the place like tuning wise, but lately I've been, after I got the BS baritone, I started really going low on it. So I just like it.
Well, that's awesome. I expect I will hear through the grapevine how that progresses at some point.
Yeah.
And you may have guessed, if you're watching this, we've kind of sat on this video for a few weeks from when Leo was actually here, because obviously I wanted him to be able to announce this properly before it comes out on this channel. But tell me about what may be happening band-wise this year.
Yeah, there's been a lot of requests on going live with these metal covers, and I've been really hesitant about it. But then I asked Rabia Masad if he wanted to play guitar, and he said, yeah. And then it was like, okay. Then we have the guitar.
That Toto video you did with him and Hannah is unbelievable.
Hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more can ever do. I've left the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had.
No, it is musically as well. That's a really good example. I know you say that you like there's a sort of a comedy entertainment value to the videos, and it is funny, that video, but that is just such a great track. You know, you've just done such a great job. Hannah sounds great on it. Robert sounds great on it. Do you ever get any feedback from like the original artist? I know I'm kind of jumping, and we'll come back to the band.
No, barely. I think the only guy was I did like acoustic cover of a Slipknot song, kind of like funny acoustic with tubas and stuff. And he like got a hold of it and just said on Twitter like, "Ha, this was amazing." So the only guy is like a metal guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. I don't know. I guess I know. Whenever we do like artist gear, we're always like, I wonder if John Mayer or I want Richie Kotzen. I wonder if they've like watched this. I wonder if they liked it like that. But it's like, I know we've Philip Sace. Philip Sace did that. Was a Sounds Like, wasn't it? Yeah, Robert and Matt did a Sounds Like, and he really liked that. But yeah, you're always wondering. Oh, I wonder if such and such.
Yeah, because I talked about it with a few people. Like my most popular video, the Hello Adele cover.
Yeah.
Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call, you never seem to be home. Hello from the other side. At least I can say that I've tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart. Let it go matter, it clearly doesn't tear you apart anymore.
It has so many views on YouTube that it's a possibility that someone showed her. But if they did, she was gonna go like, "What the?" Like, I don't think her reaction would be good to it.
What, Adele?
Yeah.
Actually, Adele, I can imagine. I love the way she's got the voice of an angel when she's singing, and like the whatever the
Street
like, you know,
vibe of
yeah,
it,
like real super like East End working class kind of, you know, voice when she's talking. But I can imagine. Oh well, we shall see one day. If you're famous and you know Leo's covered one of your songs, comment please in the.
Yeah.
So sorry, back to the band. So is this going to be a 4-piece or a 5-piece, or what's it going to be?
It's going to be a 4-piece, yeah. So I'm going to play some guitar and some not. I've mainly been a vocalist in bands during the year, and I like to have the freedom to. I think I'm a better frontman when I don't have a guitar.
Yeah.
Because then I'm not so locked. But I also want to play guitar, and it needs to have 2 guitars, especially some songs.
If you've got Robert in the band, it's fine. He plays like it's 2 guitar
players
anyway, so you'll be fine.
Definitely.
And you have a drummer and a bass player in mind as well, these friends from Norway.
Yeah, the drummer, he plays in a band called Circus Maximus, which is kind of like a proggy Dream Theater-ish. Yeah, one great drummer. He's been a session drummer also for big bands. He played with Paul Gilbert at the Larvik Guitar Festival last year. So he's a great guy and a local bass player I've been playing with. So they're all, and especially when you get to a certain age, or you know that playing in a band, it isn't just about people being able to play it or being good musicians. It's also about having chill people with you, because it's going to be like a sort of a family. This band is more like fun, like full-on band stuff, but you need to have people that are in your range of chillness.
Yeah, and this would be something that you'd want to tour or do festivals, or you know, what would you?
Not touring really. I put that dream aside. I don't want to sit in a car in 3 weeks.
But at your level, it would be a private jet, wouldn't it? Everyone like that?
No. No, maybe
Frog Leap 1. It is
that would be great. Okay, then I would tour. I could bring my family and festival gigs. I would think that this kind of band doing these kind of songs would work very well in a festival setting. Yeah, so I hope.
So we might see it download next year then, maybe.
That would be great. I have to put it on my channel. Like, please push on download to get me to play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like Rob and I do all the time. Please can we come on? I can't remember what it is now. Hot Ones he wants to go on, and anything else that we want to ever do. It's like, I don't think if we need like free clothes or free anything for the house, please can we have some? No one ever sends us anything.
No.
So what's the I mean, it's if YouTube. Well, no, let's do the nuclear question right at the end. But so what? Anything else, over the next year or two that you think, what, without giving anything away? Because obviously, if you've got this new unique thing, Leo does a cooking channel or something like that, it's going to be huge. But anything else that you think you might explore, or are you kind of happy?
No, I'm trying to get. I hope she's okay with me saying this. I'm trying to get my wife to join in on the whole thing, really, and my merchandise shop is kind of. I use Spreadshirt, so but it's not like it's not so good, really. So I wanted someone to take control over it and maybe get her, and she's interested in. Clothing designs and all this stuff. Maybe make a Frog Leap brand or something, starting out with merchandise and maybe designs on pants or whatever. Something there. It would be cool.
I mean, I can fairly safely say this because my wife never watches any of the stuff that I do on YouTube. I think my wife thinks I am deeply embarrassing. And if I get like, if anybody sees me anywhere and goes, it's Captain, we get a picture or whatever, she's like, oh, for sakes. So is your wife similar, or is she quite supportive of what you've done on YouTube?
Yeah, she's very supportive. She obviously liked that kind of music, and it's sort of like a weekly thing now. We sit down and I show her the video, and I can read her pretty well if she likes it or not. And that was good, or I can see it straight ahead. So yeah, she likes it, and she's also been in the video. So I remember we took a flight here the other day, and the stewardess came over with a note that someone from the airline on the ground had sent up to them, like, please tell the couple in seat 37 that I love their music and honored that they're flying our airline. And that was really like one of the coolest things that happened, and it was for both of us, like for her cool. too. So yeah, definitely.
I thought you were going to say something like they'd gone to the, like, sitting in front of you was like some too late, and they come to the wrong.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be.
Oh, sorry.
I know. I got that flying back from the NAMM show last year on a British Airways flight. The pilot came out. We were sitting in like business class, which is the perks of doing okay. Yeah. The pilot came out and he's like, yes, I saw your name on the passenger roster, and I love your videos. I watch it. It's like I would like you to come up to first class, please, like that. But unfortunately, it's full. I'm going, oh damn it!
Why did you
throw
say
someone
it?
out then. It's just But it's. I think again, it is a bit mad when you go. I guess if you were like a conventional rock star, and 80 million people a year were coming to see you at a gig, on a tour, you'd get a sort of a perspective of just how many people 80 million people actually is. But because all you really see of 80 million is a number on a screen going, that's how many there are, you don't really realize just actually how many people will be familiar with your face.
Yeah, and
it is a bit weird, isn't it?
I think after reaching 100,000 subscribers, that number is just weird. you can't but it's I don't know, but it's important to stay. I'm glad that I'm older, right. Like with the whole staying grounded, because why shouldn't you stay? I have no my wife says she's always surprised that it hasn't gone to my head more, that's not a option. Like, why? I'm only like, I'm not doing anything. Yeah, a lot of people like the songs, but it's not like I'm out there saving lives or, yeah, it's just really...
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Leo is the nicest man on YouTube, and why everyone that knows him just thinks, doesn't resent the success that you've had. You know, nobody, and that's cool. You know, I mean, that's a life lesson though, isn't it? If something does happen good for you, whatever it might be, any success that you might get, yeah, staying cool and grounded is just like, no, you know, don't become a dick about it all. That's like the worst thing that can happen, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
But so look, my final question really, and as I said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this slightly different Captain Meats video.
This is Captain Meat. I didn't know.
Yeah, it can be a Captain Meats video, absolutely. Is that, you know, what would you do if they're in the nuclear situation of just like, that's it, all of a sudden you go for like 2 months and you think, oh, no one's watched my channel. That's it. It's all finished. No one's interested anymore.
Yeah, well, what I would do, I can fall back on doing studio work and live work, and I enjoy like playing live, even if it's if it's acoustic or rock or whatever. My biggest fear is the 9 to 5. My whole life I've been going through it. Like I can't work like 9 to 5. It's just
you mean like all the other people in this room that you just made feel really bad? You mean?
No, but actually the last year I've actually started to work more normal times because I've been like, I think like people working like in creative stuff, they tend to work late nights and all over the place. But I actually started to work more when my wife is at job and my kid is at school. I try to work a day and be finished by 5 or whatever. But just needing to be there at a certain time and no.
Oh, well, you're a beautiful man with a beautiful family, and I wish you all the success. I hope, you know, it's like 57 billion views the next time I see you. But yes, look forward to doing the Chapman thing with you, wherever that goes. It's awesome. Yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, put some questions or whatever in the comment section below. I'm sure Leo will take a look at them at whatever. And please, if you haven't been to see his channel and you like you like the idea of what he does, go and check it out. It's very, very cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
I wanna get sexy on your ass. Yes I do, yes I do, yes I do. I wanna get sexy on your ass, yeah. I wanna get sexy on your ass. I'll see you later.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Andertons Guitar YouTube channel. If you're a drummer or a keyboard player or interested in music technology, you might find one of our other channels interesting, and I'll put details of those in the description below. If you want to find out more about the products we've just featured, please click here. If you'd like to buy a t-shirt like this, please click here. If you want to watch another video on our guitar channel, click down here. And to subscribe to our guitar channel, click here. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.